the final video before I cover this Washingtonia robusta like I did last winter. I just put a plastic greenhouse panel over top of it to keep the rain off of it. It is currently 5 feet tall, and we have had rain the last week and a half, and look at what's happening already. Even on these ones that look fine, we haven't had frost. I think the coldest we've been is 39. But you can see the fronds are already getting these dark green marks on them. So these ones under here are dry, they were protected, so they don't seem to have quite as much of it, but kind of interesting. So rain shelter's going on. You can see it's still growing. So all of these fronds were new from this year. This one was the last one. I think this one was opening, early spring, late winter, so that's why it has that bit of damage. But everything else was from this year. So that's either 11 or 12 there. So roughly a dozen fronds, so not bad. So we're gonna cover this guy up. I'm not sure my cover's gonna be big enough, but the goal is to just kind of keep the spear dry. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get it through another winter. I'm feeling pretty good about it. The trunk is getting quite wide now, and I got another one in the front. I got 2 more in pots, so we got lots to play with. I ended up doing a bit more than I was expecting because I put the legs in and I put the top on like I had last year, and then I realized that the rain's just gonna come in. Like, I would have to lower this way down and push these fronds down to really be able to protect the crown. So I put layer number 1 on, and I thought, oh, that's pretty good, but I had an extra panel. So what I did on the back side is I did double here, and the reason for that is our weather comes from either this direction or this direction, especially the rain. So any rain that's coming from this side is warmer rain, but these palms will protect it. I have the house behind me, so this side's okay. The other side has the wag, but this is the side here, which is pretty open. This is where the real nasty stuff comes from. And so when we get like freezing rain, stuff like that, it'll do that side. So that's why I double walled it down to the bottom. No heat, just leaving it as is. It did well last year, and I kind of expect the same. It's got the top on, so it's a lot sturdier than what I had last year because I needed to kind of attach these panels. This was from my greenhouse that got smashed, and so I did tie them in numerous spots because I don't want the wind like flexing it and making noise, because I sit down here, watch TV just right there. But anyway, what do you guys think? Should work. And on sunny days it'll warm up a bit, although not really in the ground or where the roots are. But I think we're good. And if we get anything really bad, I guess I could wrap some Christmas lights around the base. But the main thing with these Washingtonia robusta, they don't like to be cold and wet, and unfortunately that is what our winters entail. But I'm expecting that these lower fronds will, are gonna die. I would even think that most of these by next spring will be looking kind of crappy, except for the new spears that are pushing. So I gave it enough room because each frond is getting higher, and it'll probably put out 1 or 2 over a winter, or between now and early spring. So last year I had to keep this thing on quite late, and this year, let's fingers crossed we can take this off in March. It's not really the cold, it's just a constant damp, and like you see here, I'm already seeing signs of the wet on this palm. So big question, what do I do next winter? I don't know. I guess I'll come to that bridge when I cross it. It will probably be, it's 5 feet tall right now. Last year it was probably 3. It'll probably be 7 or 8 because now it's getting some size and it will grow. So I expect this thing to be quite tall. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do next year. We may get to the point where we just leave it and see if it can survive, or I don't know, throw something over it. But there you go. That is the only palm that I routinely protect. I got one in the front too though, and I'm kind of thinking that I might just let it go. It's in faster draining soil, a little bit sunnier, so that one could be an experiment because I got 2 more in pots. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching.